On the individual level, authenticity is the alignment between internal experience and external expression. It's connected to the understanding of authenticity as an act or an expression that originates from the source. So in shorthand, it's saying, I know where you're coming from. That didn't just come out of the blue. That is consistent with my understanding and experience of who I am. And so there's resonance. Becoming more authentic is what I would consider, in the tradition of many great philosophers, a virtuous pursuit. So in some ways, authenticity as a state of being is elusive. It's something that we can't claim as a trait. If we do begin to claim that trait or characteristic or attribute of ourselves, we're likely engaging in some deceptive behavior. Deceptive in terms of a strategic manipulation or trying to persuade or convince someone that we are authentic, as in credible, genuine, sincere, believable, and therefore we should engender their support, or their followership. So I think there's a risk between shifting to authenticity as a trait, an enduring trait or characteristic, or even a differentiating trait or characteristic of an individual. Now, on the interpersonal level, I think it's important for us to consider the notion of an authentic encounter or an authentic experience. What captures the moment of shared understanding, of co-created transparency and vulnerability, whereby some deeper aspects of self and experience are revealed. I don't want to romanticize the authentic encounter at the interpersonal level, because it often occurs in group settings that can be intentional or spontaneous, but then immediately followed by a psychological and emotional retreat, where people start to doubt whether or not they've shared too much. Have I been too authentic in that moment? The judgment of self, the judgment of others begins to enter into that frame, and what was an authentic encounter, then becomes recast or problematized as, something that should be avoided, distanced, or at least bounded and contained. So the question for us then is, what qualifies or what characterizes a relationship that's able to hold authentic encounters in a more sustained way?